Congrats on the win. Just 8 points and 1 assist from Alyssa Thomas. She saw a heavy dose from Stewie and Cade with Thornton on defense. What do you rate? How do you rate their defense performance on her on the night?
Yeah, great. This is a great player that brings so much to their team. I thought we executed the game plan brilliantly, and JJ and Stewie, anyone guarding AT, did what we wanted to do, but we're still mindful they're on a back-to-back.
And Stewie, this one's for you. Six straight win, I believe 13 win in 15 games. Last time you spoke to GM Carl, he mentioned that team is very close to reaching what he envisioned when he put it together. What do you think the team is left to do to be able to reach those aspirations that you have?
I think just continue to keep winning, keep preparing ourselves for the playoffs, and know that, we're really happy with how we're playing, but we can always continue to get better.
Congrats on the win, you guys. One for each of you, if I could. Sandy, just if you could take me through the three big lineup late in the game, the jumbo lineup with Niara, I think at the three.
Who cares? One of them was Steph, probably.
But in situations like that, is it just giving some players different opportunities? Is it just having a little fun? Just kind of take me through your thinking, for a moment like that, which obviously the crowd loved.
Typically, I'd never do that, but I have no other options on the bench, so it was not putting. I made B go back in just to have some, point guard responsibilities. Once I took Stewie and Sluty out, it's like, okay, B just a little bit. And, I kept it for 3 minutes. And we did it another game when we're up by a lot and you just go zone. So it's fun. Steph is smart out there. And, you have Marine out there. She'll create something out of nothing. So it's a good opportunity for them to get some minutes.
Sure. And Stewie, just on a little bit of a more serious note, you've obviously been on teams that are headed for championships. And I'm just at this point, do you see you guys on the trajectory where you need to be to get there?
Yeah, I see us from really how we started this season to where we are now, and just the growth, the experience, the way that we kind of lock in and realize that every moment matters. Is something that you see on championship teams, and know that everybody's going to give us their best shot. And, we can't take anyone lightly, and continue to build on that and know that we want to be our best come playoff time, and just continue to peak at the right time.
Hey, all. Congrats on the win tonight. Coach, my first question is for you and concerns Betnijah, as a matter of fact. She's reached double figures, and I want to believe it's either 8 of 9 or 9 of the past 10 games. So what does I know the campaign for her as Defensive Player of the Year is out, but what does having a Betnijah Laney at the height of her offensive powers do particularly at this time of year as you're nearing the postseason?
It says a lot about B as a player, and she takes pride of playing the right way. She always guards the best player and does a great job of that. But we know she can score points too in a variety of ways. So, and it's been a focal point of us all season long, just to get everybody going. And then B, we're putting her in spots to be aggressive, and then her just making great plays. So that makes us harder to guard when we've got attacks from so many different spots on the floor. And B, it's just, she's great. She's a competitor, and she keeps getting better and better.
Absolutely. And Breanna, for you, what can you say about the performance of the second unit tonight, including perhaps an unexpected start for Marie Johannes at the point guard spot tonight?
Yeah, I think that our bench is really important, and that's really the difference maker when it comes to playoff times, and when it comes to facing tougher teams, and just continuing to build confidence and give them experience and game time experience. Even if the lineup is funky, the fact that they're out there just continuing to figure out what they do best and work well together. And obviously when the group is mixed with starters and people coming off the bench, it's lineups like that we just need to continue to build chemistry.
Appreciate your time. It's 3
Hi, all. One for each of you. Stewie, first for you. Obviously, this is it became a blowout game. I'm just curious if you could take us through a moment where you just felt like you were having fun out there.
I don't know. I think that probably just the entire time. The ability to be playing out there, to be competing alongside B and the rest of our teammates, that's what makes it fun. And working through it and making sure that we continue to focus on ourselves no matter what we're doing, You put me on the spot, so I really can't think of anything. But
I would have said just from the tip off. So it's fun.
yeah,
We're playing the
I
game.
like the "We Want Han." I was involved
Yeah,
in that too. I like that.
Well, actually, speaking of the We Want Han, I think I was able to see this, but was she on the exercise bike and you guys all sort of like shouted out, Han, come on, and she sort of like
she was. I told her she was coming in a minute before, and I said, "Quickly, get warmed up and let's go." So she was just moving her legs on the bike. Yes.
and Sandy, just on a more serious note, how potent is this team when you can get 5 players in double figures?
Yeah, it's like I said, I talked about the versatility, and we've got attack from so many different areas, 3-point shooting, just on the block, one-on-ones where we can exploit. For me, it's fun to coach because, they buy into what we want to do and the game planning, and, we're in this together and we continue to grow. And we're always, we talk about good to great. They're very selfless, and that we're playing in the right way. So, and I think when you're on a team like that, that's the fun part, because you're not just stuck in a corner doing nothing. You're actually involved, and everyone's a part of the whole process at both ends of the floor.
And lastly, B, for you, there's been a lot of MVP talk, obviously. There's Alyssa Thomas on the Sun, and there's Stewie on your team. What were some moments tonight that were indicative of Stewie's MVP case?
I don't think it's just been tonight. I think it's been all season long. And I'm not just saying that because she's my teammate. I'm not biased, but just everything that Stewie's been able to do. She hits every mark on the stat sheet. And so for her to be able to do that and lead us to this moment where we're right now, I think she's already made a strong case for herself, and it wasn't just tonight.
Just one over here for Betnijah. The defensive communication, especially guarding their screens, was like on another level tonight from when you played them a week ago. Was that just effort increasing or being more familiar with them after a recent matchup?
I think just knowing that communication has been a point of emphasis for us. Just being able to, when you can't see the people behind you talking to you, it just makes everybody more comfortable. It allows you to move better, to be in help more. So I think that was just us, sticking to the script and doing what we needed to do.
Yeah, for Coach, obviously you mentioned the Sun were coming off the second half of a back-to-back, but you held them to 33% shooting tonight and 58 points, which I believe was their lowest scoring total all year. What did you see from the defense that allowed that kind of execution?
I thought we were locked in. It's starting in shoot around. We were locked in about, we got exploited in some of the actions that they were running, and we just weren't on the same page. We had 5 days off before that. We're sleeping a little bit, and but we just played them and we just tidied up a few things. But their engagement, they're talking to each other, how we want to play and communicating. That's what makes teams really special, because it's not just being spoon fed. They want, they're getting their feedback as well too. And, we executed extremely well. I mean, it's not often you keep a team to 58 points at that, but I thought we did a really great job individually and collectively.
Hi, everybody. This one's for B. Tonight, you guys clinched at least a 2 seed with the chance to advance up to 1. As someone who's been with the franchise for a while and been a key part of their success to getting to this point, just how rewarding is it to sort of see everything start coming into full vision the way it is right now?
I mean, it's very rewarding. This is why we do what we do. We're competitors, and, we always strive for greatness. And so to be to where we are now, especially as you said, coming from where we were, I think it's it just speaks to the organization, to the coaches, to the team, how much we put into this. And, we're just trying to go after our goal.
Hey, Breanna. Dating back now to the Commissioner's Cup, Marine has knocked down 17 of her last 27 three-point attempts. And tonight she had another 3, drew a couple of fouls on those. It's seeing this version of Marine confident and creating for you guys. How much more dangerous, how much deeper is this team when she's playing at this level?
Yeah, I mean, I think when Marine is playing with confidence, everyone knows she's a tough one to match up with, and continuing to have that on our side. I've played against it before, and her ability to stretch the floor and continue to find her teammates at the same time is going to continue to give us depth and many options on the floor.
Thanks. And B, 42 points in the paint for the team tonight, and you guys did that on 70% shooting. So it was everyone. It feels like you were playing downhill a lot, getting to the rim. And for the last, I mean, all season long, you've been kind of exploiting those mismatches when you get them in the paint. How did you feel the team was able to execute from the opening tip in terms of knowing that Connecticut was also on the second half of back-to-back, and you might have had some more opportunities there?
I think we just came out. We knew they were off of back to back, but every team has them. But it was just for us to come out and execute our game plan. To exploit different mismatches, and that's just what we did.
We'll finish with Candace.
Hi guys, congrats on the win. You got great production out of KT tonight, in addition to Marine and Steph. The bench has been a really big focal point for the team since the All-Star break. Could you guys just touch a little bit on their complementary, I guess, style of play with the starting unit and just how important the bench has been specifically in the success of the team since the All-Star break?
You're looking at me. No, I think it's been massive. I think when you have so many new players coming into a program, we needed those first games just to get the starters chemistry, and it takes time. And then our goal was, okay, they're playing well, they're understanding it. We continue to grow on those roles, but let's make sure we get the bench going. And that was the focus point. But it's credit to the ones staying ready on the bench and getting used to and mixing it. When we practiced, when we have a practice, which is not very often, we try and mix the groups up because it just takes time. But I think you see how far we've come, and I'm just happy that we've actually gotten probably ahead of where we thought we might have been. But we can't settle. We got to keep building as areas we can still get better at, but we're on the right track.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.